the heavy and distressing duty to speak on this resolution put forward by this failed Progressive Liberal Party government. By the resolution before this House today, Mr. Speaker, Her Majesty's soon outgoing Bahamian government intends to once again misuse and misapply the funds of the National Insurance Board to purchase from itself a price to be mutually agreed. Mr. Speaker, they could not be serious. Mutually agreed. That's certainly a lie. We would agree to $1, $10, but mutually agreed? Please. They want us to mutually agree, Mr. Speaker, to purchase a dilapidated, disused, and deserted building which has become an eyesore and a blight upon downtown Nassau and a disgrace to the noble educator to whom it was named in circa 1990. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, the memory and legacy of Rodney E. Bain, the first Bahamian to hold the illustrious post of Cabinet Secretary, should be treated with more dignity and respect than that which this government presently proposes through this abominable resolution. Mr. Speaker, I am going to cut straight to the chase on this one. I'll go straight to the point. It is time for this unsuccessful Progressive Liberal Party government to cease and desist using the National Insurance Board's fund as a slush fund for every nonsensical, ludicrous, and greed-driven scheme which may be hatched in the minds of some. The National Insurance Board, Mr. Speaker, was founded to advance the lofty and honorable ideal that all Bahamians should have a safety net in times of distress in their later years. It is our national fund. It protects us, our pension fund. It's utilized for health, utilized for unemployment. It's truly to protect us. It is one of the most greatest Bahamian institutions ever to have been established, having been assented to on the 12th of December 1972 and commenced on the 7th of October 1974. Mr. Speaker, I would say here today that I would give Pinling and his government credit for the establishment of the national insurance. It ought not be treated as if it were a private piggy bank for the erratic, unpredictable, capricious methods and habits of governments. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure that Pinling would be ashamed if he were to know what his government is trying to do today with National Insurance Fund. He would be completely ashamed of that bunch. It ought not be utilized as a backup economic reserve or financial bailout source for the failed PLP government, which do not have the ability and wherewithal to get their fiscal house in order. But most of all, Mr. Speaker, and certainly most ignoble of all, national insurance should not be exploited by the usual Progressive Liberal Party gravy train of cronyism and contracts cash and carry.